We're going to go over combining sentences, and the first page we're going to work on is combining subjects or compound subjects, combining compound subjects. The next one we're going to do is combining compound predicates, and then we're going to combine sentences, and lastly we're just going to work on some commas in a series. So if you can work with me here, I'm just going to go over things and kind of leave you off on your own to do them just like we do in class. So we have simple subjects, and we have Elsa and Eddie, and then each sentence uses the same predicate, and it's actually mentioned twice. We only want to use it once. So it would be Elsa and Eddie will mix colors. So down below in part A, it says Elsa and Louis were learning about colors. Now here it says to underline each conjunction, so we're going to underline. And then it says to write the simple subjects on the line. And I'm okay actually if you just circle them. So Elsa and Louis would be your simple subjects, okay? And what were they doing? They were learning about colors. And I'll go ahead and do number 2 with you. A rainbow or a prism can show you many colors. So we have a rainbow or a prism, and then there's your conjunction or. So you're going to do the same thing for 3 through 5. And then down below in part B, this one says to combine each group of sentences into one sentence that has a compound subject. And it tells you to use the conjunction shown in parentheses. So we should have Elsa read about color vision, another student read about color vision. Notice what is the same is read about color vision. We're only going to write that one time, so we will need to write this on the line. So you're going to say Elsa and another student read about color vision, period. So you're going to do the same thing, but you're going to use the conjunction or here, and then and then and. Notice this one has three sentences, so you're going to need a comma. And if you're not sure, we'll do the commas in a series, and you can go back and check that one. But notice for number 2, you're only going to write can be the cause of color blindness one time. So you're combining these two subjects with or, and then writing what is said multiple times just one time. So good luck with that. We're going to go down now to compound predicates. So here we have simple predicates. Reads and enjoys, those are your two simple predicates. But notice in this one, it says many kinds of books twice, and then when they actually combine it, they only use the subject one time, reads and enjoys, and then many kinds of books. So let's look at part A. We're going to underline each conjunction like it says, and then we're actually going to circle the simple predicates instead of writing them on the line. So remember, a predicate is a verb, all right, and they're probably going to be action verbs. So L.M. Montgomery's stories, that's your subject. What are they doing? They interest and amuse many readers. So we're going to circle interest and amuse. All right, so number 2 I'll do with you as well. She started as a teacher, married, and then became a writer. Well, what are the things that she did? We have to be careful with this, okay, because the way it's written here is a little tricky. It would be, first of all, there's your conjunction and what is she doing? She is a teacher, but she started as a teacher. She married, and then she is a writer, but she became a writer. So those are your predicates. So do the same thing with 3 through 6. And then for part B, we have L.M. Montgomery. That's your same subject. So we're going to write that one time, L.M. Montgomery. What did he do? We're going to use the conjunction and here. He wrote and published, but look, many other books is written twice, so we're only going to write it once. L.M. Montgomery wrote and published, and then you complete the rest of the sentence with one time, many other books, period. All right, so this one's going to be a little different because we're going to need a comma, and then we're going to use the conjunction or there. All right, just a little hint. We're only going to write that one time, but it looks like the rest of the sentence is different. So you're going to need to write all of that in there somehow. Okay, good luck with that. And then we're going to do compound sentences. So we literally have to take the whole entire sentence and we're going to combine it with a comma and a conjunction, most likely and. But we see here that this one shows contrast, so we're going to use but for that. This one joins together, so we're going to use and this one shows choice, so we would use or. Okay, so I'm going to do the first one for you looking at your example here, how they combine them. So it would be, I'm going to start over here, Chen loves aquariums. Oops. Sorry about that. Comma, but he has never been to one. Okay, period. So we're going to do the same thing. Unfortunately, you do have to write a lot for that one. And if you want to type on Google Docs, that's fine, and save it that way. The last one would be commas in a series. So this is a little bit different, but I want to show you. Here we're combining subjects, so my sister, my brother, and I. If there's a series of 3, you're going to need 2 commas, and the comma always comes before the conjunction. Okay, here we introduced ourselves, welcomed, and invited them for dinner. So now we're combining predicates, but that's how you see commas in a series. So if you had like a series of 5, you would need 4 commas. If you had a series of 6, you would need 5 commas. Okay, so in part A, it says to rewrite each sentence that contains a series. We're not going to actually rewrite. If you have this paper, we're going to go ahead and put the commas where they need to be. And if there are none, there's no series, we're going to write none. So number 1, notice it says, will Les, Martha, and Julie be going to our school? Notice there's a question mark there. So will is a question. It's not a person. So we have Les, Martha, and Julie. So we're going to put a comma after Les, comma after Martha, and then there's your conjunction and. So again, we have a series of 3. We need to have 2 commas. I'm going to do number 2 with you. Les will be in the same class as Alfredo and I. There's only a series of, well, there's not a series, there's only 2. So we're going to actually write none. So that one's easy. How about 3? His sisters are in the 1st, 3rd, and 4th grade. I see a series of 3. So your commas would go 1st, comma, 3rd, comma, and 4th grades. All right, so you're going to do the same thing for the rest of those. In part B, we have Les, James, Martha, May, and Julie had a picnic in the park. And this says to add commas to these sentences, but it says to make the 2 sentences in each pair have different meanings. Okay, so Les, James could be one person, Martha, May could be one person, and Julie had a picnic in the park. Or it could be Les, James, Martha, May, and Julie had a picnic in the park. So commas do make a difference because they can completely change the meaning of your sentence. So good luck with these. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Good luck.